and welcome to the Media Review on Insight. Today we'll be looking at the issues of human rights. Are we doing it right? Are we blowing it out of proportion? Are we underreporting human rights issues? All of this we'll be discussing with my guest today, Mr. Oru Leonard. He is the managing partner of Oru Media Associates, Abuja. You're welcome to our studios.
Thank you very much.
All right, so we go straight to business.
Right.
How well does the media understand this issue of human rights?
First of all, we need to understand what human right is. In a plain language, it is the freedom of the people in our environment. The Constitution guides, but generally, it is a free movement, free opinions of people in a society. We need to understand this, and we take it from there. If you talk of coverage, the environment too affects the media. And if you ask me, I would say for now, the media is ahead.
All right, so do you think that the media is really handling this issue of human rights? Are we handling it right?
Not handling it right is not only from the aspect of the media, because it takes two or three to tango. If you talk of human rights, the judiciary is there as a overlapping body to actually streamline these things. The other commissions from government aspects, government side, then the non-governmental organizations, they are there. So the not getting it right is not just because of the media. It is lack of interaction among the stakeholders. So we'll take it look at it from that perspective.
So would you say that the media can set an agenda for issues of human rights?
Yes, the media can set agenda. The media has been setting agenda.
Okay.
The media has been taking up issues of human rights, even as at the detriment of the media or the media practitioners.
Okay.
So, like I said before, you need this interaction. You need this commitment from other aspects. The environment too, or the society need to appreciate the media in making sure that the human rights aspect is taken care of. They need enlightenment too from the media, but the media need to be provided for.
All right, so as much as the media is protecting the right of the citizen, do you think that the media can also violate the right of individuals?
Yes, but it is not in totality. It is by individuals. When somebody says, don't record, I don't want to quote the saga that came some other time, but when somebody says, don't record, you don't have to record. And again, you look at this aspect of coverage, pictures and statements that doesn't warrant what happened. There's no relationship between stealing of phone and the mutilation of the female gender. There's no relationship. So you don't really carry these things, put them on record, particularly in the new media. It has come, remember too that media, when you talk of media and the mass communication, you're talking of this being in mass communication and giving communication to all. So the new media has come up, and I would want to say here, apart from this interview, that we need to really check it, get the body, maybe the press council, to take it serious and check it, because that's where most of these aspects can come up. You have to remember too that the new media has come up with untrained hands and valueless, let me not use the word reporters, but valueless reporting. Okay. So it has caused a lot of problems, and people will now say, it's the media. Yes, it's the media, but we'll have to look at which media, how, when, and where.
All right, so I would like to take you up on that. How do we now draw the line between freedom of information and violation of human rights?
The line should be the individual too. You look at it, we have freedom of information, but you don't have total freedom. There's nobody that can come and claim that you have total freedom of doing things. The president cannot come and say he has total freedom of doing things. He gives the budget to the House passes it, and yes, he has veto power. But you understand too that the veto power ends somewhere. So no individual will claim to have freedom of speech, freedom of information. You just stand up and say anything. So you look at it, and the government too have come up with trying to train people and tell people about the hate speech.
Okay.
So these are all issues that we need to look at. So there's no total freedom of speech. I don't see it. So the line is, you need to, if you are trained, you will understand where and how to put it.
All right, so I agree with you that the media has been doing a lot in reporting these human rights issues. But what are some of the factors that are limiting the media from actually going beyond board to, you know, let the people know about these issues?
The policy, finance, and this, well, I mentioned policy first, but finance again, because you see the way we are running media here. People open up media houses because of political reasons. And once politics is finishing, if election finishes, most of these media houses are not active. Some open it for years, very serious reasons, but at the end of the day, there's control. So training is part of it. Some countries have a standard. Even the smaller countries I don't expect have standard. They start the new media practitioner, particularly the journalists, with not less than 100,000 naira. And that shows that it's a profession and an occupation. They make it an occupation and profession. But here is as a result of practice. You practice, you become a journalist.
Right. So what more can the media do to protect the right of an ordinary man on the street? Yes,
the media can do that by, first of all, giving more enlightenment to the ordinary man.
Okay.
You let the ordinary man know that you can run to the media. The media may not be everywhere. You cannot just be everywhere. But they can run, or they can come up with issues. If you look at the rape cases in Lagos, people are coming up. Apart from what is happening in court, the media is even doing arbitration. Even here, there are cases, other cases of human rights abuses, finances, relationships, and so on. They are doing arbitration. So through arbitration, through enlightenment of the public, they come up and say this happened and lay complaints. The media cannot just go to nook and crannies to source for all this. So that's what I think.
All right,
so training, capacity building, financing, and sticking to qualified hands.
All right, finally, so would you say that there's a synergy between the media, the judiciary, the human rights activists in Nigeria to ensure that the rights of the citizens are protected?
The synergy is there, but I would say it's weak.
Okay, so what more can be done? What
can be done is more interaction, more meetings or forum for the stakeholders.
Okay.
And the stakeholders, the judiciary, the even owners of media, the human rights activists, and the non-governmental organizations of human rights to come up more, let them come up more to the media. It shouldn't be just press releases and press conferences. In their plan, in their budget, in their activities, they should just infuse the media into what is happening, and we'll get a better result.
All right, so well, this topic is the topic that we cannot exhaust in one day.
Yes.
Well, I've been discussing with Mr. Oru Leonard of Oru Media Associates here in Abuja. We thank you for coming to the studio. Thank you very much,
nice
sir.
time talking to you.
All right, so that's how much we can take on the media review today. It's back to me for the rest of Insight.